If you need a little something for the old sweet tooth, well, Angie's right here.
No, thank you,
anyway,
Don. That
we
was
do
nice.
we have a place that you can actually go this morning.
Yeah, Hatch Family Chocolates is cooking up some of Salt Lake's tastiest treats, and that's where we find ABC4's Candy Carlson.
Yes.
Does that work, Brian?
I think it works there, Angie. I mean, you know I have a sweet tooth. Right here, it's this one.
Right there?
Oh, I have
just one.
I have a bunch
Exactly.
of them. About 50 of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got, well, there's probably 32 of them all together if you want to count them all up, you bet. I want to show you guys what they do over here at Hatch Family Chocolates. You're probably familiar with the name. They've been on TLC, as known as the Little Chocolatiers. We're with Katie and Steven right now, who are baking up one of the latest batches of chocolate. You can see, Katie, now, what is it? You got the caramel here rolling this morning?
Actually, this is the chocolate cream. It's a cream center flavored with cocoa, and then we'll dip it in chocolate.
And the chocolate we're dipping it in, if Randy, if you want to follow me over here, is just brewing up right here. We just barely turn the machine on. You can see the chocolate's in, it's spinning around, getting all, what's the word again, Steven?
Basically, the chocolate needs to temper, so we're trying to get it to temper.
And what the devil is temper?
Wait, you know, you can have happy chocolate or sad chocolate. Right now, it's kind of in between.
All right, so we've got a little bit of the emotion of the chocolate, getting it set here this morning. So, and I want to ask Katie, that all these things that you're seeing here this morning that they are doing are a family recipe. But I understand, Katie, you're a little bit of a, what's the word here? An adventurer. You come up with all these new ideas. Where do you get them from?
Try to. Just playing around. Getting ideas from what people are doing, as well as just kind of playing around with different recipes and see what works. And then all of a sudden we have something.
What one are you working on right now?
Right
Can you
now?
tell us?
Actually, sure.
One that's in the works here?
In fact, I will, because then that way it'll get me to do it. We're hoping to do a pumpkin spice truffle this fall.
All right, there you heard it. So pumpkin spice truffles coming out here, and I'm assuming there's pumpkin and spice.
Exactly, and chocolate.
There you go. Now, as you can see, this chocolate's just getting in the middle of getting it all set this morning. Katie's in the middle of putting this all together. We'll be back here throughout the morning showing you just every step of the process, by the way, as they get this chocolate ready to go. And, of course, you know we're going to be able to taste the fruits of our labors here this morning, quite literally. Darn, Angie.
When you say we, does that mean you or us too?
That's why you're there. We know that's why you're there. And
Right.
And good job with those ingredients.
How did you know?
Thanks,
all right.
Brian.
Thanks, Brian.
All right, it's 6:13. There's a little place in downtown Salt Lake City that at this very moment is making some of Utah's most famous chocolates.
Yeah, at this very moment. Hatch Family Chocolates may not be the biggest shop in town, but it certainly has a nationwide following. And guess what? ABC4's Brian Chocolate Carlson is down there right now with the story. Brian?
That's right. When you say that, guys, I think of that book where the girl turns to chocolate. Did you ever read that as a kid?
No.
No.
Everything. Well, anyway, I guess it's one of the few books I remember reading as a kid. You know what? I want to show you here. This is Katie. She's one of the owners here of Hatch Family Chocolates, getting the chocolate that we're going to be dipping here this morning ready as it's tempering. And how close are we, Katie?
We're getting there. I just need to cool it and bring it back up, so 15 minutes, hopefully.
And you're doing that by putting already tempered chocolate into the batch.
Correct, to bring it down.
I'll tell you what, this is tough watching this. Been watching that chocolate dip and swirl all morning long because we're getting ready to put in the chocolate creams right here. You got the raspberry chocolate dips, and then Steven Hatch, obviously from Hatch Family Chocolates, getting ready to do the strawberry dips.
I know, and it's a miracle I'm working. I mean, my friends are amazed I'm awake this early.
I'm amazed you're awake this morning. I'm amazed we're all awake here this morning. Yeah. Now, Steven, earlier off camera, I saw you just take a couple of little chocolates that are just set up here behind us and take a little snack there this morning. Is that your normal breakfast?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, there's dairy somewhere in there. There's got to be some calcium, vitamin D.
Right. It's a good, healthy breakfast this morning.
Yeah.
Do you have a little bit of a sweet tooth?
Oh, absolutely. You don't?
No, I'm curious.
I bet Marty hates chocolate, though.
Yeah, is that what you've heard?
I've heard. I don't know.
We're still waiting to debate. Marty will have to kind of defend herself here. Favorite chocolate here, Steven?
Do you know what? I love the truffles. And I love our mint truffle. I love our peanut butter truffle. I like them all.
And, of course, if you're getting started for a breakfast and you're not quite a chocolate person, you can start off with these ones, getting not only the fruits, but as you will, the calcium, the rest of the chocolate.
There's got to be vitamins in this.
There's got to be the whole thing.
And basically, we're just trying to get the water off of these so that they can dry off, and then we'll dip them so the water won't mess up the chocolate.
There you go. So we got Steven setting up over here. Katie's still hard at work over here getting the chocolate set up over this way. Katie, now you guys have you had a lot of people come in on the show and say they saw you guys on TLC?
We have. It's actually been really nice. We've had a lot of tourists or people coming out here for work or some reason, and they've come, you know, they make a special trip to see the shop.
Yeah,
So-
and do you ever think you get all this attention from that show, The Little Chocolatiers?
Oh, no. I mean, it was a fun ride, and we thought, what the hey, and it was good. We're thankful for it. It's been really nice.
And so here they are getting all this attention here from us this morning. I think, you know, part of the problem is that they've got so many sweet things to taste over here, it's kind of hard to pass up. Wouldn't you say, Don and Angie?
Yeah, well, Brian, you're back from Lake Powell now, so you don't need to fit into that bikini anymore, so eat up.
Oh, man.
No, it was Speedo.
Yeah, my
Steve-
mankini, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell Steve and Katie I said hi, and the reason they said I don't like chocolate is I'm allergic to it, but they know that I eat it anyway, so bring me one of those peanut butter truffles, my favorite food group.
I'll take chocolate.
Oh, are we starting to take
strawberries.
orders now this morning? Hold on, let me get my
Absolutely.
paper out.
Yeah. Well, what my concern is
Get
there
the
will be
pen.
anything left because every time Brian comes to
Chocolate,
live, he's eating
truffles.
something.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we won't have much left by the time the car
Right.
ride gets back to the station.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right,
Do
Brian.
your best, Bri.
We'll talk to you again later. All right. If you're looking to mix in a little chocolate in your breakfast or maybe your lunch later on, we can help you out this morning.
That's right. Hatch Family Chocolates in downtown Salt Lake City is up early this morning, cooking up some sweet treats. And of course, that's why we find our own sweet tooth, Brian Carlson.
Yeah, I've been,
Yeah.
my all
Yeah.
teeth have been sweet this morning, guys.
Yeah.
I think so. You're
It's
going to need
so
to brush
good.
them.
Yeah, yeah.
Is there
you can
anything
brush them
left
with
down
chocolate
there?
here, too. That's an option.
Is there anything left, Brian?
There's a couple.
Yeah.
I've saved you guys at least a couple. Yeah, and I want to show you what's left. See, here's what I'm looking at. Where I'm at in the stage right now is I'm trying to figure out what else I'm going to have for breakfast here this morning. I'm deciding between the turtles, the Oreos, the zoo animals, obviously a healthy choice, the pretzel caramels. And you see Steven out here. He's actually loading up some of the Oreo cookies here for the day. He's the owner of Hatch Family Chocolates, Steven Hatch. And Steven, so with the Oreos, good healthy start for the morning?
Yeah, it's like a breakfast sandwich. So it's actually, it's really
There you
healthy.
go. You get the vanilla cream in there?
Absolutely.
How can you say no to this guy? That's so good. Okay, now Steven, so we don't have to watch me eat on the air. How do you guys make these chocolates? Do you want to show us?
Yeah, let's follow Kate. Kate's back here.
Okay. So now, Kate, this is your wife, Kate.
Yeah, and basically what Katie's doing is she's taking the chocolate creams that you were actually helping to dip. She's trying to fix your problems now.
Yeah, you want to, if Randy, you can get in here and show the ones that Katie is doing. See the ones where she's at just right by her hands there. Those are the ones she did. Now, Kate, if you can back up and show them the ones that I did. Notice the difference there?
Yeah, but you haven't seen the ones I do. And why do you think they don't let me dip? I'm pretty horrible.
So now it took us an hour to get to this point where we're actually being able to take whatever it is you're putting inside the chocolate and dipping it in the chocolate. Why is that?
Basically, it's the chocolate. Chocolate's finicky. So we're always waiting for it to get in the right temperature. If it doesn't, it's going to all go gray, and it will just look really ugly.
So it's all for aesthetic purposes.
Exactly. And also a good snap. You don't want your chocolate to bloom and the cocoa butter to separate. So you want that good snap when you eat that chocolate.
Right, of course. And for everyone who's familiar with it, if you've seen Steven and Katie before, odds are you probably saw them on TLC on their show, The Little Chocolatiers. What was it like making that show?
I think it was an amazing experience. And, on the show, we did some of this, and we did a lot of other stuff. I don't know, we can't, it gets boring just to dip chocolate creams the whole time. So
Yeah, I'm
actually
sure
had
it
some
gets
really
boring. I'm
fun
sure you're
chocolate.
out here just dipping away. Oh, the life you must lead.
I was actually gaining a lot of weight, so we actually had to, mix it up just a little bit.
I don't see that at all. Why would that be? I have no idea.
But it was an incredible experience, so we were very fortunate.
Now, you guys have a little shop. I just understand you guys are moving to a bigger place coming up here within a matter of months or a year.
Yeah, we actually bought a building, the old 8th Avenue Market, just up the street. So we're trying to grow into that. But we're so lucky.
Now, do you mean growing like this way?
Yeah, both. Both. No, it's just, I think Salt Lake, we're so lucky. There's so many great chocolate places. There's all kinds of wonderful places, and they all make different types of chocolates. But we outgrew our spot. We want to continue making and continue to grow, so.
Now, we asked you, Stephen, earlier what your favorite chocolate was. Katie, you obviously have been busy out here all morning. What's your favorite chocolate?
I love peanut butter and chocolate. That's my favorite combo. So the peanut butter truffle.
So she's got her eye on a Reese's type chocolate. And what's interesting, you'll note here, all these chocolates, and you'll see just exactly what I'm talking about.
Reese's?
All are. He's on my case.
What the crap? Reese's?
Yeah, Brian, how
Style.
did you
It's a
do
brand?
that?
Oh, I'm in the doghouse here this morning.
Yeah,
totally
really.
are.
Yeah, Brian.
Hey, but I don't know.
Yeah, our photographer could say, I have to go. So I don't know, guys, whether or not I'll be able to bring home those chocolates we were talking about.
Yeah,
Well, we didn't make the offensive comment, Brian, so tell them that
Right.
we love the Hatch chocolates and we would love to
Exactly.
see them here because we just love peanut butter and chocolate, not a
I can do
certain
that.
type of peanut
Right.
butter chocolate.
And speaking for Marty, she said
Right,
that was
right.
her favorite too. That's my favorite as well, but I also do love a good chocolate with raspberry inside
Oh,
of it.
and look at the odds here, Don. We've got some raspberries
Oh,
waiting
wow.
to get dipped right here.
Wow,
This
I'd
little guy got away
love
from
to
us.
sample those later on.
And then, Brian, you can stop by the
We're
store
getting
and
the
grab
list
a
here
Reese's.
this morning already.
Okay, see ya.
Yeah, see you, Brian.